Hello everyone, welcome to English Grammar and Literature World. Dear student, in previous video I have already completed one word substitution from 1 to 13 and this is the second part of that video, and in this video I am going to cover 14 to 26, so the remaining part. Okay, so this class will be helpful for any kind of competitive exams like SSC CGL, CHSL, MTS, SSC GD and any state competitive exams. So let's begin today's class. So look at the 14th. Words inscribed on the tomb of the dead. So what is called? So what is the right one word substitution? So look, inscribed on the tomb of dead. That means option B, epitaph. Epitaph. Epitaph only inscribed on the tomb of a dead is called epitaph. Okay. Look at the other options. So elegy means a poem expressing sorrow for the dead. Okay. So one kind of poem, or you can say mournful poem for the dead. Okay, that is elegy. Obituary is a death news, or you can say death announcement published in newspaper. Okay, so obituary is totally related to the death announcement published in newspaper, that is obituary. And dirge is also related to elegy. So this is a very sorrow poem for death, or you can say mournful poem for death. That's why option D, C and A totally inappropriate. Only option B, epitaph, is the right answer. Understand? Very good. So next one, science that deals with the formation of words. So what is called? So this one is very important. Okay, so the one word is related to the formation of words. So formation of words means obviously option B, morphology. Actually, morphology studies how words are framed using roots, prefix, suffix. Understand? So look at the other options. Phonetics. So phonetics is a study of human speech sound. That is phonetics. So phonetics not appropriate. And etymology. Etymology means study of origin and history of words. Understand? That's why option C also not the right answer. Semantics means study of the meaning of words. That's why option D should be eliminated. Only option B, morphology, is the right answer. Next, one who is fond of fighting. So look, one who is fond of fighting, that means someone has a great willing for fighting, so wants to fight. So what is the right one word substitution? The right answer should be option A, pugnacious. Okay, pugnacious. Militant suggests aggressive supporter, not wants to fighting. That's why option B is not the right answer. Belligerent suggests a hostile or aggressive behavior or attitude. Okay, not want to fighting, not fond of fighting. That's why option C should be eliminated. And combative. Combative means one kind of argumentative person. Okay, argumentative. So option D is not appropriate. Only option A, pugnacious, is right answer. Next, nations engaged in war are called. So this one is very important. So what is the right one word substitution? Nation engaged in war. So right answer is option C, belligerent. Okay, belligerent. And allies means friendly nations supporting each other, that is called allies. So option B is not appropriate. Combatants also not appropriate, and militants is totally inappropriate. Okay, option B, belligerent, is the right answer. Next, this is the 18th. Look at the questions. To accustom oneself to a new climate. Okay, so accustom oneself to a new climate is called option A, assimilate, option B, acclimatize, option C, adaptation, or option D, harmonize. So which one is the right answer? The right answer is option B, acclimatize. So acclimatize is a process. I repeat, acclimatize is a process of adjusting the body of a new wealth or climate. Okay, so look at the other options. Assimilate. So assimilate is a mental or cultural process, not a physical process. That's why we cannot take it as a right answer. And adaptation. Adaptation refers to the process itself. So it is only the action, not adjustment or not physical process. That's why option C also be eliminated. And option D also not a physical process. Okay, so option D should be eliminated. Only option B, acclimatize, is the right answer. Next, 19th, one who attacks first. What is called one who attacks first? Option C, aggressor. Okay, aggressor is the right term or right one-word substitution. So defender is not appropriate. Instigator means encourage or provokes other. Okay, and assailant. Assailant suggests attacker in general. Okay, so only option C, aggressor, is the right answer. Next, murder of a human being is called option B, homicide. Homicide refers to the killing of one human being by another. That's why option B is the right answer. So genocide is a mass killing, okay, of a nation, of a particular race. A regicide means killing of queen or king, and parricide means killing of parents. Next one, things of the same nature are called. So here is the same nature. That is, same means homo. So same nature suggests homogeneous. Homogeneous. Okay. Identical is not appropriate. Uniform is totally inappropriate. And analogous also the inappropriate. Only option C, homogeneous, is the right answer. Next, that moves from one place to another. What is called? Something which is not permanent. Okay, something which is not permanent. Is a volatile, movable from one place to another. Is called option C, migratory. Nomadic is not appropriate. Itinerant also inappropriate, and transitory is totally inappropriate. Look at the next one. One who hates the custom of marriage. So tell me the right answer. So one who hates the custom of marriage is called option C, misogynist. Okay, person who hates marriage, misogynist. Misandrist is not appropriate. Celibate also inappropriate. And ascetic means monks or someone who spend a very ritual or disciplinary lifestyle. Okay, so next, this is the 24th, which takes effect from some earlier date, is called option B, retroactive. Okay, retroactive. Prospective is not appropriate. Retrospective is totally another things, and post dated also inappropriate. 25th, violating the sanctity of religious place. This is a very common term and also important. Okay, so violating the sanctity of the religious place is called option C, sacrilege. Sacrilege. Heresy is not the right answer. Blasphemy is inappropriate, and professional is also inappropriate, as well as you can say oppository words. And this is the last one. So look at the 26th, occurring two or more events at the same time. Okay, so here is a hint, same time. So it's called, look at the option A concurrent, option B simultaneous, option C synchronized, or option D coincidental. So what is the right answer? You people tell me in the comment section. This is a question of the day. Okay, so that's all for today. This is the second part of the video. So thank you very much for watching.